Good day everyone, it's me Chanel here, and today I have a Christmas DIY to show you, and it's going to be some artwork that you can place on your wall.
The snow is falling down and every child is having so much fun.
You're going to need a canvas for this particular DIY that I am doing. A small wreath will do. You can use something from a dollar store or something that you already have and just adorn it with a few of the Christmas picks. As you see here in the photos that I'm showing you, I really like this one because it is already flocked, and it is something that I am going to use to adorn this beautiful DIY Christmas artwork for a decorating idea. I'm also going to use a paper bag, which is excellent to use for mini DIYs. And what I'm going to do is cut out the bicycle, at least the front part that you see here, and we're going to use that piece on the artwork. You'll need some Mod Podge as well as a canvas for this particular DIY, also a wreath of some sort, as well, of course, scissors to cut out your paper or your decal, along with some glue again, or Mod Podge.
Carol's being sung, it's Christmas. The fire crackling gently all the while.
And then once all done, you will take all of your pieces, of course your scraps, and clean up your area as usual. And this just helps you to keep everything in line and in order, getting ready for the next part of the DIY artwork.
It's Christmas, a town filled with wonder and delight. The season.
What I'm showing you here is where I'm going to place all of the items, because I'm going to use the wreath for the O. What I'm going to spell out is joy. And I think this is an excellent word to use for any season, of course, but we're definitely going to use it during the holiday season and adorn this Christmas DIY artwork decorating idea. And as you can see here, we'll just take both of the ends, intertwine them together, and it's going to form a O. And then we will glue that on top of the canvas as well. You will also need some stencils for this project. If you have a Cricut or some other type of cutting machine, you can make a stencil. I already had some stencils on hand, and I'm just going to go through and pull all those out. Of course, you want to give your wreath a good fluffing, lifting and moving all of the limbs around, just to make it more fresher looking and a little bit more natural, so that it won't lay flat. I'm going to use a couple of these little berries to adorn the top of the Christmas tree, as well on top of the artwork. As you can see, that's in the basket on the bicycle in the photo. And then you just decide where you want to place your decal. Now for this particular DIY, as you can see, the bicycle is not a whole piece, so I'm going to put it towards the end, as if the bicycle may be coming around the corner. At least that's what we're going to say about it. And I'm just going to use, as you see, hot glue to glue that down, and then finish it off on top with some Mod Podge to seal it. It doesn't take much glue at all, but if you want to use the Mod Podge on the bottom portion, you can do that as well. And once done, again, I'm just going to place the little holly berries right on top of the Christmas tree to adorn it. Quick and easy. Doesn't take much. You can find all of these decorative paper bags. You use them throughout the year for birthdays, holidays, and of course during the Christmas season you can find these very pretty bags along all of the stores. So I'm just going to go through all of my stencils and find each letter. I won't need the O, of course, because I used the wreath to make the O. So all I need is the J and the Y. And why not? Once we find our letters, then you'll decide, of course, what colors you want your letters to appear on top of your artwork. I wanted something bold, and I wanted to go with the black, white, and red theme with the green, of course. And so I'm going to use black paint. You can use any type of paint. Some paint that you may have laying around the house. You can use chalk paint and then turn around and use the Mod Podge to seal it. I am just using a basic acrylic paint, and that's what I'm going to use to make the letters black. I'm using tape here, basic tape, wrapping tape, and I want to secure my stencils onto the board so that they don't move and I don't get the overrun or goes under the stencil where you have to go in and do a little correcting, which is okay. I did that anyway because I wanted my lines to be very crisp, as you'll see coming up. And once I'd done that, I wanted just a little bit more adorning, so I chose another bag, and I wanted the Christmas trees that was on there. And as you can see, it's a pretty good sized bag, so you can use this for another project. And I'm just going to cut those out. Quick tip here, if you are cutting something out, you don't always have to use the scissors, and running it along it to cut out your shape. I tend to move my paper to make the cuts, if that makes sense, when you see me doing it in the video. And here is the finished product, and I hope you all have enjoyed this quick DIY Christmas idea. Stay inspired, motivated, and moving, creating something beautiful, if not for yourself, that exudes out, then for someone else. This has been Shenell, and I'll see you all in the next one.
When everything is white, glimmering silver white, and stillness fills the night, it's Christmas, a winter wonderland, a snowball in each hand. Take me away, Christmas Day. There's joy in the air, families near. We give thanks for this